great sport. We won't push it to the end, we'll bring it forward now. I think it's relatively well known that you and a colleague, partner, have been an investor in a British football club, an English football club, Oxford United. I suppose the first thing I've got to ask you about, Annin, is why Oxford United? Right. I mean, the ties went for Leicester, Americans have gone for Manchester United and Liverpool. Why Oxford United?
First of all, I'm not quite sure whether it's public, but one of family members invested in Leicester City before the tie.
Okay.
So you can see the pattern and the aspiration and the hope behind it. But Oxford is certainly a nice city, right? It's not too far from London, it's very near, 45 minutes away. It's probably the next big town after London in the area in terms of the people living there, activities, business activities. And it makes sense that one day, if the performance improves, people actually go there. Not alone, it has a lot of colleges in Oxford area. And we like to focus on the Division 1, which is basically the third division or second below EPL, because it's something that is somewhat sweet spot to go up the ladder. It's not easy. We are trying to work with our partners to get there, but it's something that if you can get there, you will bring some legacy, right? And to us, it's much better play than going for the big league with all the risk and reward associated with it. And plus, people there are very nice. They want their community to grow, and I think that's something always good factors for investors.
So I'm sure that somewhere in the psyche of that decision of getting into football in England and with Oxford United, and I think about your reference to the huge percentage of population of Indonesia that is under the age of 30. What do you see as the possible positive benefits back to the nation of your investment and exposure in football?
Well, one thing for sure, you can learn about how you manage in a professional league, professional team, and I think that's a very big point, because right now one of our friends listed in Indonesia a football club out of Indonesia and did very well in Indonesia, and that's almost like a breakthrough for future sports industry in Indonesia, because I would imagine after the food sustainability, energy sustainability, and I would say housing, right? The next level of industries would be health, entertainment, and education. Right? If you look at those three things, education, UK has a lot of experience in it, and we do see a lot of Indonesian students going there. The second thing, entertainment. Sports is an entertainment. Probably is one of the last, I would say, reality show, entertainment that you can have. Right? And of course, there are many other service industries that UK has to offer. So what we see over there, other than it is an investment and we hope to do well, but it can also be a learning platform for Indonesian's industry in the future. Right? And plus, in this case, Oxford is a very well-known brand. So it's easy at one point in time when they perform or even go up to the next league. Right? Who knows? Right?
Yeah, exactly.